Alright guys, so just over 4.5 weeks out now, so it's getting close. I'm going to take you through a full day of my eating, showing you my macros for every meal and the macros I'm on at the moment. I'm also going to show you my cardio and my session that I'm doing today, which is legs. But starting off now, first thing in the morning, you know the score if you follow me on Snapchat. Fasted cardio. Today I'm doing a HIIT session now, so I'm going to be going up, walking up the top. There's a mountain thing there and there's like a hill, so I'm going to be doing sprints up there, walking back down sprints. Then I'm going to be doing some fasted, just walking on an incline in the gym, and I'll have a bit of sauna to chill out then. I'm not in college today because I'm on a day off because I deserve one. Yeah, but first thing in the morning I'll show you what I'm having now. I've got 4 fat burner pills. So these are from, I can't remember what nutrition people they are, what nutrition brand they are. But anyway, I'm not going to go into fat burners now whether they work or not, but I'm taking them at the moment. Basically they're full of caffeine, and when you're on such a low calorie diet, caffeine is proven to help stimulate fat loss, but it just gives you that extra boost, almost like a pre-workout. And BCAAs, you know how important I said they are, I say they are, but I've double scooped that because I'm doing 40 minutes altogether, 45 minutes, and I don't want to be running on empty for that long because I just want to prevent as much muscle loss as possible. Right, so I'm walking up there now. Basically there's a place called 100 Steps, and it's like where loads of like famous rugby players used to come and train as well because it's so hard. It's just literally endless steps all the way up to the top of the mountain. So I'm going to do a few sprints up there for about 15 minutes and then walk back down. So this is like kind of cardio, walking all the way up. It takes a good 10 minutes, and then do a little bit more fasted with headphones on, walking on incline. Basically because I've got exams coming up in, well, I'm 4 weeks out now, and I've got 2 exams the weekdays before the comp. Comp's on Saturday, chill out that day, and then back on it and revising and stuff, because I got exams 2 days in the weekdays after the comp as well. That's why I was debating whether or not to do it, but at the end of the day there's always going to be something that's going to stop you from doing things. So you either just do it and get over it, or you know, you just never do it. So it's more important for me to do it, and that's why I'm doing it. Alright, so we made it. It took way longer than I thought, and I've actually got a bit of a sweat on like walking up. It's a lovely day. So it is literally standing up here, and if you remember I used to come walking up here all the time when I was doing my cardio at the start of the prep. Then we moved house. That's my house there. I don't know if you can see it actually. It's right there somewhere. But anyway, that's the old house, and we moved now. But I'm back up here training. So these are the steps. So it goes all the way up over there, and then it goes all the way up. So I'm only doing the short distance, sprinting flat out, walking back down. I will show you what I'm doing, but it's only 15 minutes. Like I said, I think I said anyway, I don't normally do HIIT cardio in the morning because high intensity. 2 reasons why you shouldn't do it fasted. You should do it when you've got food, because you can work harder when you've got food, burn more calories, and to prevent injury, simply because you're working flat out. It's not like doing less low intensity, just a walk when you're not working flat out, so you won't injure yourself. And then I'm going to do this when I go back down to the gym and have a nice sauna, cheeky sauna. So that's my cardio done for HIIT. It's done 15 minutes. It ended up being about the same amount of sprints, so it probably took like 15 seconds to go up and 45 seconds walking down. So 15 sprints altogether. So if you don't have a timer, just do 15 sprints. It's really hard. That's why you should have food before doing HIIT. Now I'm going to do less. I'm gonna do about 30 minutes today. Normally I do just about 20, especially if I'm doing less before it. The reason I'm doing 30 is because I've recorded myself on my phone speaking all the important parts, like I need to learn and go over them for my exams. So because I'm doing so much training now leading up to this prep and this comp, I'm not having as much time to revise as I would normally like, and it's my last exams. I'm finishing college, so I want to do well. So what I'm doing is try this technique if you're revising for something. Record yourself reading over the most important things. Just listen to them all the time. So every time I'm doing cardio now, when I'm walking, not like that, but when I'm walking or something, just headphones on, just listen to myself speak, which is annoying, but it works. And I've done it every year for my exams, even when I haven't been doing training. It just works for me. I don't like reading, I don't like writing, so if I can listen to myself, it's the easiest option. Never read a book in my life, just ebooks, listen to them, or watch films, either one. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk back down now. I'm not gonna show you where I'm going because I'm just literally going for a walk in the gym on the treadmill. Listen to myself speak because I've got such a beautiful voice, and have a sauna afterwards, chill out. Then I'll have my first meal of the day, because at the moment I'm still fasted, so I can't wait. I'm gonna have a lot of carbs in that meal just because I haven't had them since yesterday. So finally I'm eating my first meal now, because literally it's meant to be like a full day of eating video and I haven't even eaten yet, and I've done like loads of other stuff. So I've got, what is it? Red. That's my box, you don't want to see them. So I've got 100 grams of oats. I think it was like 103, but it doesn't matter because I track macros. So I don't need to be pulling oats out like some people say, and they stick to like literally, they like pull stuff out and I'm like, no, eat it. Anyway. So I've got 100 grams of oats. I think I've got like 35 grams of dates, which is really high in fibre, and they're fruit, so it's good to get, you know, whatever's in them. You know, all fruit is good and stuff. You can tell I know what I'm doing. And I got a scoop of protein, chocolate protein. So it's like protein porridge, and it's chocolate. It's like chocolate porridge with dates, and it's really tasty. The dates are really sweet. I know they don't look nice, but they are. That's what the reason I have them is because I love the taste. Like, so that's my first meal. I'll tell you the macros now. Hang on, let me set this up. Right. So macros for this meal. I liked, oh, I didn't say as well, I'm on a high carb day today because I'm doing legs later and because the amount of cardio done earlier. So just what I've done, just to talk you over my macros. Because I'm going up to Body Power this weekend, I want to be able to cheat a bit when I'm up there, and I haven't had a cheat meal since last weekend, and it's Monday today, so Body Power is this weekend coming. So it would have been 2 weeks then by the time I get to Body Power before I haven't had a cheat or refeed. So it's not going to be a flat out cheat, you know, because I'm 4 weeks out, but I just want to be able to go out, have a meal, and not worry about, you know, fats or carbs or whatever. So the plan is, and I'll talk you through how I'm going to approach it. So plan is, I'm reducing my calories for this week, and I reduced them last week, so they're a little bit under. They're in a harsher deficit than what I would normally like to be in, just so it allows me then to go out and enjoy, and if anything it might even spike my metabolism and make me lose even more fat. So it'll probably work in my favour anyway, because you know, you should be having refeeds when you're this low down in body fat. And what I've done is I've always carb cycled, but the volatility of my carb cycling has been pretty extreme so far. So for example, my high carb day was 350 grams and my low carb day was 100 grams, which is big differences. So one day your body's like having 350 grams of carbs because you're training legs, big training day, and then on a rest day after, or you're just doing abs day after, it's 100 grams. So it works, and I lost 15 kilos doing it. But now approaching the show, I want to be implementing small changes as I get closer to the show. So your body likes routine, so to keep my body in routine, I've reduced the volatility of the carb cycling to only a 30 gram change each way. So my average day is 200 grams of carbs, 210 protein and 59 grams of fat, and that's 2,171 calories, you know, precise. And my high carb day then, compared to the medium carbs of 200, my high carb is 233, and then it goes back the other way. Then my low carb day is 167. So not only does it stop me feeling so shit on the low carb day and too full on the high carb day, it's like a nice balance. You get the extra carbs when you need them, and you get a little bit less when you don't need them, and you don't even realise them because it's such a small change. So then when I do implement changes and carb cycling and, you know, carb ups for the show, my body's going to react much more to it than otherwise. It's just going to be thinking, oh, it's another high carb day, so it's going to be used to it. So that's why I'm doing that, the reason behind that. So my average calories this week, and last week was a little bit lower, 1,900. This week I've bumped them up a bit because it was way too low. Obviously this is the approach because of body power, and they're at an average now of 1,170, around there, so say 1,150 or whatever. But anyway, first meal, I like to have a lot of carbs, breakfast all the time. I always love carbs in the morning. I don't like eating, you know, protein either in the morning, so that's why I have a scoop of protein, and I don't eat chicken or something, because you just want to have breakfast. You want to think of it as like porridge is breakfast, innit? But anyway, calories 599. I track on the app. I don't use MyFitnessPal. I use my macros. It's a different one. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, just input it and it calculates it for you. You know, you weigh your food. 599 calories, 7.6 grams of fat, 95 grams of carbs, and 37.9 grams of protein. So it's a balanced meal. It's not too much fat, you know. I've still got, and then at the top it says how many I've got left then. So I've still got 172 grams of protein to it. I've got 137 grams of carbs to it, and 51 grams of fat to it. So I'm gonna have a balanced meal next, and I'll explain through that. And then I like to have a carb up then before legs, because I'm training legs later. Like I said earlier, don't do HIIT cardio fasted. Last week I done boxing, and I injured myself in the back of I couldn't look to my right for like 3 days after, and I'm not exaggerating, I literally couldn't. But now I've recovered. It's minor injuries you pick up, and this is what I'm on about. Don't do HIIT cardio without food. I'm stupid, I'm doing it. I don't normally do it, it's just suited me today, it's easier. And I've like done something in my glute. I've torn, or I don't know what I've done, but it's aching anyway, so I'm not gonna be able to squat because I can barely walk on it now. So yeah, a bit of a maggot. But yeah, it's 12 o'clock now, first meal. Most people say it's intermittent fasting, but not only is macros flexible, as in what foods you can eat, but it's flexible as in if you hit the calories you're meant to have that day, if you have it in one big meal or you have it in 6 meals 3 hours apart, it does not make a difference. I'm telling you now, it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to make a difference. So eat whenever's easiest for you. When you're free, have lots of meals. If you're working or something you can't eat, don't worry about it. Just eat when you can. That's what I'm doing now. I'm not worried about it. I'm not rushing to eat my food by 12 PM on the dot, and then 3 hours later I'll have a meal. I don't believe in it. It's worked for me. I've lost 15 kilos doing it like this, and I'm going to keep on getting shredded now for the show. So I'm going to eat my food, watch a bit of YouTube probably. Then I got to revise for a few hours, and then I'll see you at my next meal. Right, so second meal of the day. It's like a dinner, it's lovely. So I got 2 sweet potatoes there. You've probably seen I just put 30 grams of cheese just in there, and look how melted and nice that looks. Can you see that? That's juicy stuff. So yeah, I've got some sprouts and broccoli as green veg. I don't track these because there's not many calories in them, and they're just good for you anyway, for what it's worth. Like, you may as well just have them. And I got a chicken breast there, which is quite a small breast. It's like, it's not very useful, small breasts. 180 grams there. So altogether, the macros of this meal comes to, if I can tap it, can you see that? I don't know if you can. But yeah, so it's protein 58 grams, carbs 61.1, and fats 11.8, and calories 580. So it's quite a balanced meal. It's got all you need in there. That's going to be my biggest meal now before I go to the gym. So with when you're on such a deficit, you want to create as much volume in your food as possible. So eating low calorie foods, it allows you to have more of them. Like I've got 2 sweet potatoes there, and I've got loads of veg. Obviously I don't count them because there's nothing in them. So yeah, it's really worth it to really fill out your plate and make it look much better, and it's more filling. Right, so pre-workout meal now. This is meal number 3, I think. So I've got 4 rice cakes, caramel rice cakes, so they got some sugar in them. And I've got some peanut butter on top as well. I think I've got like 45 grams, so they got some fats in them. And then I'm taking my multivitamins in at the same time, because they really digest much better, much quicker when you have a high fat meal. So that's what I'm taking, the Optimum Nutrition, Optimen, and some vitamin D and stuff. And then I've got coffee with 1 sugar, and my post-workout then is going to be protein shake straight after, Optimum Nutrition, Gold Standard, and I got a banana as well, so I can have that in the middle of the sesh. So that's the macros for that. I'll just put them up here. Forgot to say as well, I'm on a tin of sardines as well, bit of protein and a high in fat. On the way to the gym now. Waiting outside Charlie's house, you know, as always. I spend most of my life out here because he's always late. But yeah, anyway, just gonna do legs, just a normal session, like high intensity, supersets, drop sets, you know, just burn the calories as well, and just going for the pump really, because I'm not trying to build muscle now, because it's virtually impossible if you're natural. So if you are natural, oh my god, right, I'm gonna stop now. But anyway, I'm just gonna show you the session and wait for him for probably like half hour. I'll see you in a bit. So I've just been editing the video now, I haven't finished it yet. I've got my last meal to do now. I've been on for about half hour since the gym. I only recorded the first 2 sets basically just because I forgot, right? I'm sorry. But yeah, I started with squats. I said I wasn't going to squat, but I just, because it was so busy, there was 1 free squat rack and nothing else was free. There was no other leg machines free. So that's what's annoying about my gym. And so I had to squat anyway. I only went up to 120 kilos and dropped down and did like 100 kilos for like close stance, 20 reps, like half reps, you know, for the quad pump. People were judging me, they were like, oh, why is he doing half reps? And yeah, then we done stuff like that. Then, because there was literally still nothing free, we just moved on and done some isolation. We done leg press, superset with sissy squats. If you don't know what sissy squats are, I've done a video about it. And then we just supersetted hamstring curls and leg extensions. So basically, really basic. But now my food's ready, my timer's gone, it's ready to come out the oven. So I've just got chicken breast. It's a boring meal now. I prioritize eating all my carbs before the gym and my fats. And today is so lucky, right? It's just coincidence, so don't think you have to hit your macros as spot on as I have today. But literally I've hit them to the gram, the carbs and fats today. I've got 50 grams of protein left. I don't know how much is in this, because it's about 180 grams in a chicken breast in this one. And I'm just gonna have some veg with this. That's all I'm having for my last meal. I will show you it. But it's just, I prioritize before the gym having all my carbs, and then after the gym I'm not too worried about carbs. I had a banana mid-workout, and I'm just gonna fill up on protein now, because that's all I'm worried about doing. Prep, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay. Last meal of the day, this is just a small chicken breast. It's really small and useless. And Brussels sprouts. Last meal of the day, a small chicken breast and some Brussels sprouts and broccoli. So simple and effective and boring. Lovely. Right, so that's the full day of eating done now. I hope you liked the video. Put a lot of effort into it. It's my first proper vlog really. But if you like it, let me know. I've hit my macros today. I'll show you what I had. Can you see? So that's how much I've got left. So I've hit my carbs and fats exactly like to the gram, and then it's the protein. I'm a little bit under on the protein, but you know, I wouldn't normally even hit like any of my, I try to come in like, I can't spit my words out. I wouldn't normally be that accurate, that's just lucky. Normally I'm like the protein, you know, I'm either over by 5 grams or under by 5 grams, you know, because it'll balance itself out over the week. Don't try and like think, oh, if you've got 7 grams of protein left, or should I go and nibble on a bit of chicken? Don't bother doing that. At the end of the day, it's to do with calories, and my calories, I've consumed 2,273, and I'm meant to be doing 2,303, so on point. But yeah, that's just my day, high carb day. Differences between a medium, low carb day, 30 grams either way. So I just wouldn't have had a banana and you know, a rice cake or something. So there's not much difference in my meals now and my day. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be eating every day. I can switch it up to whatever I want, like, but it's just simple really. Every meal was simple. It takes less than 10 minutes to cook. Apart from the oven, like you chuck chicken in the oven. I'm talking shit now and I'm gonna go. So subscribe. If you want another vlog like this or stuff closer to the show or anything, just let me know in the comments and I'll just do whatever you want. I don't mind. It's up to you at the end of the day what you like to see. So 4.5 weeks out. I need to find out how many days. See you in a bit.